Hey you guys, I am actually doing a full face today of nothing new. I've been trying a lot of new products and I kind of wanted to go back and revisit a couple of them. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off with the SheGlam Harry Potter Hufflepuff palette, which I have actually not used on my eyes as of yet. And I've already primed my eyes with my Tresluce eye primer, and I'm going to start off the look with this shade right here in Humility, and it's actually supposed to be really nice here where I live. It's supposed to be 69, so I figured this would be good for kind of a fall look. I realize it's not fall yet, but with it getting a lot cooler outside, I'm kind of leaning into the fall looks here. So this one's really pigmented. That came into play there. And I'm even using a fluffier brush with this shade, and I can definitely say that came to play. That is really a pretty shade. I do like it. It's that mustard yellow orange color that everybody likes during the fall. So next I'm going to take this shade Trustworthy, and I'm going to take it on an even fluffier brush and kind of blend out those edges. What is the weather like where you guys are at? I know where I used to live. If you guys don't know, I moved here from South Carolina. It is still really hot, but I gotta say this cooler weather doesn't make me regret moving up here. This is definitely my type of weather. It's not too hot, not too cold. Perfect weather to spend all day outside in my personal opinion. So I'm definitely a fall / spring person. I'm not a, winter or a summer person. That is super pretty. I'm loving that. Like always with SheGlam shadows, it is super powdery. So just to let you know. Then I'm going to take this shade right here, Hard Work, and I'm actually going to take this on a flat brush here, and I'm going to spray it to get some good pigmentation and also try to minimize fallout. Okay, with a brush, this seems to be more of a sparkle, not necessarily a base pigment. Right there. Let me try it with my finger and see if that helps just a little. There we go. So to get that base pigment, you're probably going to have to use your finger. So just to let you know, if you are not into using your finger, you're going to get more of a shimmer sparkle, not necessarily the base pigment there. But that's really pretty. Okay, so I do like that look. It is kind of leaning more pumpkin-y. This is definitely leaning like into a fall look, not necessarily the mustard yellows. So I'm going to go ahead and take Patience right here, and I'm just going to deepen up that outer corner just a bit. Kind of press it in along the lash line and then kind of taking it up just on the lid. And then I will blend it like so. Then I'm going to take this brush right here that has the lighter shade, the fluffier shade. No additional product, the fluffier shade. Did I really just say the fluffier shade? I'm going to take the fluffier brush that had the lighter shade on it, and I'm going to just blend that in just a little. Man, this dark shade blends beautifully, you guys. That's really pretty. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave the eyes. I did use every shade in this Hufflepuff palette. I like this palette. I like the color story. I think this is going to be perfect for fall. This is gorgeous. This one right here, you do need to use your finger if you want the pigment on, but all in all, they blend beautifully and no complaints. So let's go ahead and clean up this eyeshadow, and I'm just taking a paper towel that is wet from where I dampened my beauty sponge, and I'm just kind of pulling it up just a little to get a little bit more of a nice line there. Okay, so we've crisped up that line. It looks a little bit better there. I'm going to use my LYS Triple Fix Concealer. Still trying to use this up. Still not thinking I'm going to be able to use it up, but you know, it doesn't hurt to try to use up a product, right? I will say with those SheGlam shadows, if you are into panning eyeshadows, that is probably going to be a good option for you guys because they are so powdery. You will be able to pan it relatively quickly. Now, if you're not into panning eyeshadows, on the flip side of that, it is going to be just a little bit of the shadows are going to go a little bit quicker than you would want them to because it is powdery. So I did not prime my face today. I'm going straight in with the Revolution Super Matte in the shade F2. I don't know why I didn't prime my face today. I didn't lay out a primer, so it's not in the forefront of my mind. I'm just gonna go in with my very dirty sponge and blend out the concealer first because it has set for quite a while. And I am just gonna take just a little bit of this LYS concealer on my forehead here, down the middle of my nose, and a little bit on my chin here, just to help brighten up the center of my face. I'm going to set my under eyes with my pressed IRL Makeup Revolution powder. Make sure I tap out the creases before I set it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot to tap out the creases yesterday and I had some creasy eye makeup going on. For blush, bronzer, and highlight, I am revisiting my W7 Sculpt Power the Cheek palette here, and I'm going to be using this bronzer here called Honolulu. I'm going to be mixing Rebel and Cheeky for my blush, and I will be using Shy for my highlight. So I'm going to start with the bronzer. If you guys are curious about this brush, it is from a set I got off Amazon. I will link this set down below if you're curious about it. Next, we're going to mix these two, and I'm just kind of going to tap, 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 tap. And then tap off some because that Rebel shade down here is really pigmented. Such a pretty shade. Just gonna press those in together. Then I'm gonna go into the Shy for the highlight. Honestly, you guys, this palette is gorgeous, and for that new strawberry trend that everybody's doing, like the bright, blushy, strawberry cheek, I guess, this shade right here, this Rebel, is perfect for it. And I really do love this highlighter, this Shy. Now, Rebel is just a little deep for me to use on its own. That's why I did mix it with this pinky highlight up here called Cheeky, but I do love this palette and it's gorgeous. It really, really is gorgeous. Okay, I haven't done my brows on camera in a while, so I'm actually going to do them real quick. This is the Essence Baby Got Brow Waterproof version, and I do have the shade Light Brunette. And this is just with the pencil in the brow, and this is without anything. And as you guys know, I used to only use my eyebrow gel because I didn't really think I needed to use a pencil. However, I have found with this pencil here, this brow over here, you guys, I ran into a wall in a haunted house and had to get stitches here, and my eyebrow just never grew back there. So I have found the pencil fills in that gap in my eyebrow a lot easier than the gel does. But I like the gel to kind of hold my eyebrows into place. So that is what they look like with the pencil in it. And then I'm just going to add the Essence Make Me Brow, and I have this in Blondy Brows. Okay, so to finish off my eyes, I'm going to use this SheGlam. This is the eye pencil from the Live de Rome collection, and it is in the shade Set Sail, and I'm going to use this to highlight my inner corner. And that is what it looks like with this on the inner corner and without. Just gives it just a little extra brightening right there. I'm going to tight line my upper lashes with the shade On Foot from that same SheGlam Live de Rome collection. I would kind of line the outer lash line here. I will smudge that out just a bit. Just use a little brush to smudge. On my lower lash line, I'm going to take just a little bit of this Trustworthy shade here and run it along my entire lower lash line. Okay, so to finish up the eyes, I'm going to use the KVD Full Sleeve Mascara. I have really been loving this one, you guys. This I have worn non-stop since I first opened it. As I always say, due to the shape of the brush, it is a very messy application process, and I do always tend to get it all over the place, but it's worth it. Just the look you get with this mascara is totally worth it. And I do usually do 3 coats, but lately I've been playing around with the number of coats that I put on just to see if I can get more natural looks, more a look to match my eye look for the day. It doesn't always have to be dramatic, you know. So this is the 1 coat. I think for today's look, I'm going to do 2 coats of the mascara. So here's the difference between a 1 coat and 2 coat. And I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of smudged up here and has some flecks down there. I will clean it up. It's just a messy application process. It cleans up super easy. Just a slight annoyance. First, I'm going to line my lips with the NYX liner in the shade Soft Spoken. And then I'm going to use the SheGlam Live de Rome lipstick, and this is in the shade Travel Bay. So this is the final look with the makeup revisits. I do like the Harry Potter Hufflepuff SheGlam eyeshadow palette here. This is my first time using it. I think it blended out beautifully, and it would be great for a fall look. And I do like these eyeliners from, where's my other one? There it is. These eyeliners from the Live de Rome collection. I think they're gorgeous, and I love SheGlam eyeliners. They're very creamy to start with, and you can kind of smudge them out very easily. However, they do dry down and they don't budge, even with my active lifestyle. Still loving this, although it is quite messy, and I just remembered I forgot to clean up my mascara. Okay, so now this is the final makeup look with the mascara cleaned up. Let's see here, and I am actually really enjoying this W7 Sculpt Power, the cheek. This blush right here, super pigmented, but I do think it's just pretty. As you guys know, it's just pretty. So that is all for today's makeup revisits. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're looking for a more colorful look, go ahead and check out this video right here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.